Hello everyone. Today we will learn basic processes involved in laser transition. In the previous lecture we studied the basic introduction of laser and characteristics of laser. Why this laser light is different from ordinary source of light. Today we start with the basic processes involved in laser. To understand the basic processes, first of all, we must have an idea of energy levels present in an atom. So now first of all we start with the concept of energy levels. The energy levels in an atoms, ions and molecules are discrete. So first of all, what does this discrete word mean? Discrete mean that is having a fixed value. If we have a value of the levels, for example, that is n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These values, they comes after an equal interval, that is 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. So these values, they are coming in an equal amount, so they are discrete. But when we say that continuous, so continuous, that is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So now the energy levels, they are discrete. Discrete mean, now you clear that is you understand better. Discrete mean that is in a fixed number. That is either 1, 2, 3, 4 or so on. The lowest possible energy level is known as ground state, and the higher energy level, that is known as excited state. The lower energy level is more stable as compared to the higher energy level. Stability of an energy level depend on the lifetime. So first of all, what is lifetime? Lifetime is the time spent by an atom, electron or molecule in a particular level. So now again, to understand this one, we start with the structure of an atom. We have studied earlier, that is an atom that consists of a nucleus and the electron, they revolving around that nucleus in a fixed orbit. That is first cell is K cell, that is first energy level value n is equal to 1. Then come to the next, that is the value of n is 2 for the next, that is L cell, and second energy level. This n is equal to 1, that is the first energy level, and it is also known as ground state. And n is equal to 2, that is first excited state. N is equal to 3, that is the second excited state, third level. And in a energy level diagram, these levels, they are represented by this way. That is energy in this direction, and ground state, that is n is equal to 1, then n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, n is equal to 5 and so on. The excited state, one thing very clear in the beginning, the excited state, they are fixed in an atom. We never create these excited state. Mean if we want to excite an electron which is generally in the ground state, then we must supply an energy equal to the difference of these two states. If the energy which is supplied from outside is equal to the difference of these two energy states, then this ground state atom, that goes to the excited. And if that difference is equal to the difference of first and third, then it goes to the third, and so on. So that is the concept of energy level and lifetime. And one thing here, that is the lifetime of ground state, that is even in minute, hour, day, year, mean the atoms or electron or molecule that remain in this state unless that is compelled by some external agent to leave that state and jump to the another one. Otherwise itself, that electron which is in the ground state never jumps to the excited. So lifetime of excited state is longer as compared to the other, so it is longer lived state. Now we start with, that is what happens when energy is provided to the electrons present in the orbit. That is, first process is excitation. Excitation. In the ground state, electron receive an amount of energy equal to the difference of the energy of ground state and one of the excited state, absorb that energy and jump to the excited state. Here I am showing you in that diagram. That is the structure of an atom. Nucleus, center, then electron, that is revolve in a fixed orbit, n is equal to 1, that is ground state. When a photon, now we have to see in this second, when a photon is incident on that electron which is in the ground state, absorb that photon, and in the third, that goes to the, this way, by absorbing that energy from outside, that goes to the excited state. Excited state mean that is n is equal to 2. So this process of absorption is known as excitation. Mean electron absorb energy and goes to the higher state, and the energy of the photon which is incident on that electron, h nu, is equal to E2 minus E1, difference of the energy levels. Then the excitation. The excited electron emits a photon of energy, h nu is equal to difference of the energy level, and jump from excited state to ground state. As I already discussed, that is the lifetime. An electron that remains in any state depend on the lifetime, and the lifetime of all the excited state, that is limited, mean having value 10 power minus 8 to 10 power minus 9 second. Normal excited state having lifetime 10 power minus 8 to 10 power minus 9 second. After that time, that atom, electron or molecule which is in the excited state, that emit the energy which he absorb and goes to the ground state or the lower energy state. So now this is the process I am showing here. That is your electron in the n is equal to 2 level and emit spontaneously, all of a sudden, energy E is equal to h nu and jump to the ground state. Here, after emitting, it jump to ground state. So this process by which electron that jump from excited to the ground by emitting energy equal to the difference is known as the excitation. That is the comparison. Atomic excitation, we have seen, we have studied, when we incident a photon having energy h nu on a ground state electron, it absorbs that energy, jumps to the higher energy state, that is excited, having lifetime 10 power minus 8 second. After this time, it emit the excess energy acquired from outside and jumps to the lower state, that is de-excitation. When he jump, again he emit that energy equal to the difference. So that is the excitation and de-excitation of an electron in an atom. Now there are three ways by which an incident radiation can interact with the energy level of an atom. They are induced absorption, spontaneous emission, stimulated or forced emission. One by one we study them in detail. So first is induced absorption. Induced, the word induced, that mean forced. When someone forced someone to act, then this is known as a induced absorption. Mean, to understand the induced absorption, we consider an atom. Here I am start with that atom. Previously I use electron, atom or molecule. So I clear here. That is your matter that is in the three form: solid, liquid and gas. In solid there are electron. When we explain the various processes in solid, we use electron. In liquid we use atom. In gases we use molecules. Here I am using atom. You may use here electron, you may use here molecule. So now to explain this term I am using here atom. So let us consider an atom is in the lower energy level E1 and which is known as a ground state. If a photon interact with this atom in the lower energy level, the photon is absorbed by the atom. When this occurs, the atom moves to the higher energy level, and this process by which an atom in the lower energy state absorbs a photon and jumps to the higher energy state is called induced absorption. And the photon which is incident on that atom in the ground state, that is equal to difference of the energy levels. Otherwise that atom that will not jump to the excited state. The energy provided from outside must be equal to the difference. Otherwise no excitation or de-excitation. In this equation, H is the Planck constant, nu is the frequency of the photon incident on an atom, E1 is the energy of the ground state and E2 is the energy of the excited state. I am showing here now the diagram what happened in the induced absorption. The atom in the ground state E1 level, a photon is incident having energy h nu, absorbed by this atom, and that atom in the next that jump to the excited level. E2 having lifetime, that is depend on the lifetime कि ये एटम आपका इस स्टेट में कितनी देर तक रहेगा, लाइफ टाइम के ऊपर डिपेंड है. और लाइफ टाइम जैसे मैंने आपको पहले बताया कितना है इसका 10⁻⁸ सेकेंड, 1 सेकेंड से भी कम. तो नाउ दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज इंड्यूस्ड absorption, दैट इज एटम इन द ग्राउंड स्टेट प्लस द इंसिडेंट एनर्जी दैट इज फोटोन हैविंग एनर्जी h nu and atom that jumps to the excited A star. Now come to the second, spontaneous emission. Spontaneous emission occur when an atom that is in the excited state all of sudden, spontaneous mean all of sudden, emit radiation and jump to the low energy state. When this occur, a photon is emitted and the energy of that photon which is emitted is also equal to the difference of the two energy states. Here in the spontaneous emission, atom is in the excited state, lifetime of that 10⁻⁸. After this time emit radiation all of sudden and known as spontaneous because that radiation which is emitted in any direction. And after that emission, atom that jumps to the lower level. The spontaneous emission is expressed as atom in the excited state A star. After spontaneous emission, that go to the ground by emission of a photon. This is the second process. Now come to the third very important process that is used by laser, stimulated emission. Stimulated emission is also known as forced. What does it mean? The process of emission of photon by an excited atom through a forced transition occurring under the influence of external agent is known as forced or stimulated emission. To understand this emission, now we come to the diagram. The atom is in the excited state. Now between that lifetime, if a photon is incident on that atom and compel that atom to emit energy, to emit photon equal to the energy of the incident photon, and after emission that jumps to the ground state, this is known as a forced emission, stimulated emission. Here you have seen that after emission there is a two photons and these two photons they are in phase. ये दोनों एक जैसे हैं. पहली सारी प्रोसेस में एक फोटोन आ रहा था लेकिन स्टिमुलेटेड में दो आए. क्यों आए दो? बिकॉज स्टिमुलेटेड एमिशन जो है वो फोर्स्ड है कि व्हेन दे कोलाइड. नाउ कम टू द रिएक्शन. A star, atom in the excited state, photon is incident and atom come to the ground and